you doing today? It's been a while I haven't made a video, and in this video I want to show you guys how to repaste and open up and clean up your Xbox One. Particularly today I got it's pretty much a dirty Xbox One a client brought in for service and maintenance. This one is a model 1540, 2015 models. So I'm guessing since the purchase date hasn't been opened because the seal for the warranty is still intact. You don't want to, first thing people always say, oh, I can buy a can of air and just start blowing it from the side, from the top, and the dust will come out. That's not true, because when you have excessive dust in, and if you want to blow the air from one side, so you're expecting to come from the other side, it's not going to work. It's just going to accumulate the dust in one corner of the inside or inside the fan, and it's going to stop the fan or do even worse, more damage. So proper way of the cleaning up, first removing the side panel, which is right over here. By removing it is really easy, it just has a clip. I recommend you guys to find yourself a guitar pick, that's really handy. What you want to do, you want to stick your guitar pick right on the top portion and just twist it outward. Hold on, I gotta move it in a position just like that, and then do the top side and hold it with one finger, and now don't let it go, otherwise it's gonna go back in. And then you want to pull it out slowly, jiggle it around, and do the bottom side a little bit. There you go. Now you can see this will not come up with an air can, so all this dust that is in there, you want to blow that thing with the air can, it will just jam somewhere else. So what we're going to do first, we want to clean up all this dust from here. So once we remove this side, we're going to remove this triangle right here. Just slide it out. If it doesn't come out, just find a pokey thing, stick it right in the hole, and then slide it towards the empty space, and it will come out. This is the lock to hold the top and bottom together. We want to break the seal. Remove this seal. It looks kind of open, but yeah. Alright. Next, what we want to do, right at the back of this one, there's a clip. You want to unhook those clips. You can either pull in and pull up. Pull this one, the bottom side towards you, and the top side push inward. And that way it will just snap out. Don't let it go back down, or just stick this one in between, right there. Right over here, I can see somebody tried opening it, I think, but there's a kind of dent right there. That's why I don't use a screwdriver, because it's gonna dent the plastic. And you wanna squeeze it right in there. And there we go. And there are like 3 of them in there. I have the camera right in front of me, so it's gonna be kind of hard showing you guys. Okay, one more. Let me see if I move it this way so I can see it in front of me. There's one right at the end. There it is. Okay, this one fell off. And the last one should be somewhere over here. There it is. Now that we have this side up, the back, as you can see, there are 3 clips. One right there, there, and there. And this one over here. And what we did, we pulled this one out, and we pushed this side in, so we could release this clamp right there. Once we have that in, just lift up the back side, slowly. Don't do it too hard, because in the front end, there's a ribbon cable. You don't want to damage that ribbon cable. What do you want to do right now? Lift up a little bit, just a little bit. As long as you can see this ribbon cable right there, you want to lift up this blue plastic from the back side and pull the jack out a little bit. and release the ribbon cable, and it will come out just like that. And there we go. Now, as you can see on top here, there's an extra dust, and there's a whole bunch of dust on this side, so we're gonna clean up all this one. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna disconnect the Wi-Fi cable right there. Just is a jack, just pull out the speaker. And if the speaker is annoying for you, the beep sound, just leave it disconnected. Next, we want to remove the Wi-Fi module right in the corner. So we're going to grab our screwdriver and we're going to remove the 2 screws on the board. There we go. Next, you just want to pull it out. Just wiggle it around, it will come out. There's just tiny that. Don't pull out from one side, you have to pull it evenly up. So don't go just yanking to one side, otherwise you're going to break the jack. The reason we remove this because of this screw right there. We need to remove this screw, which stays right underneath this one. So we're gonna remove this screw and all the C screws, C1, C7, C2, all the big screws that is in there, except this tiny 2 one. We don't want to remove. Once we remove all this, we can just lift up the top cover. Once you lift up the top cover, just make sure that this cable goes connected to the board. So you want to unhook it from the board right there. So we can go ahead and clean up this mesh and everything else. Alright, so you can see the hard drive is right there. The hard drive is pretty dirty, so we do want to get to clean up the hard drive too. But the hard drive has a ventilation right there, we need to clean. The heatsink is really dirty. We're gonna clean up the heatsink and we're gonna remove it. First, we want to remove the hard drive by unplugging the SATA cable right there and the power cable, and just lift up the hard drive. And we are gonna clean that. Same thing with the DVD-ROM drive. Unhook, just pull out, and lift up evenly. Also, we need to clean up this one over here. Everything must be cleaned here. Right. Next, we can just lift up. Holy crap. I was about to say the other thing, but look at all this build up right there. Yeah, we need a major cleaning. So don't leave. If you think your console is really clean, think twice, because these are just like a vacuum chamber. It sucks everything. Alright. If you want to blow air, it's just gonna make a bolt like this, and it's just gonna stick in between the fans and heatsink. Alright, in order to remove the motherboard, to be able to actually hold on a second. Yeah, we do need to remove the motherboard from the box here in order to remove the heatsink. So unhook the fan for the heatsink. Unhook these 2 clips right here just by pressing on these ones, and this one just kind of squishy thing. You press them and just pull that out. There are 2 in the front, and the white one over here has actually a tiny screw right there. So unscrew this one. And then just pull it out. Next, you want to remove the front module. So this is the power on switch and everything else for the infrared for the controller. So there's 3 screws. You want to remove those. And once you remove these 3 screws, you want to pull it out from this side because the jack is right here. Don't yank it from this side, otherwise you're going to break it. You're going to pull it from here straight out. It's just like a USB. It's just like a big USB connector, whatever you call this connector. Alright, once we have that done, now we're gonna flip the whole box upside down. We're gonna remove these 2 screws right here where the side USBs are, and 2 screws by the power jack, and the 4 screws that holds the CPU bracket. So remove these ones, are different size. Alright, and the 4 screws that hold the bracket for the X clamp. These are kind of hard, you have to be a little bit of force and it will come out. They are the same size of screws that use the front panel. The thermal paste on this one, they don't last too long, so I really highly recommend you guys to replace the thermal paste every few years depending the usage. If you're using 4 or 5 hours a day, every 2 to 3 years, maximum 3 years, you should change. Alright, now that we remove everything down there, we're gonna lift up the motherboard, just wiggle it around, and it should come out. Let me see if there's no more screws. Nope. So just remove it. There we go. And it will come out, it will separate from here. So inside here there's no airflow, so it's not dirty underneath. But we do need to remove it in order to remove this X clamp that holds the heatsink. So we're gonna put it upside down right on the heatsink. We can put enough pressure here, nothing's gonna happen, but don't press on this side where there is nothing in there. So we can put enough pressure right here. In order to remove this X clamp, in order to remove it, you have to actually push this side that way or that side this way, it doesn't matter whichever way you have to play around. I just stick the screwdriver right there and just push it this way, so this one, it just comes out, it just released right there. Now I'm gonna do the same thing from this side, so it will release the other corner, and help it out, and now it's released both sides. Now do the same thing from that side. If it doesn't release, to the opposite side, a little harder, keep trying and move it around, it will release. Sometimes they're really pain in the ass to remove these ones, so they don't come down too easy. It's just a hinge that holds the screw. There you go. Once you have that one in, this one in, and the last one should just come out. If you look underneath, they have this kind of clips right here that goes right under these screws right there. So you want to put this one to the side. Now you can lift up the motherboard, and there's your hidden dust. This is the main reason why it's heating up, because people clean up the top part. They're like, okay, it's clean on the top, I don't see any dust, and only sides. But on the bottom, you have enough to heat up the CPU. Even on the capacitors on the side, all this you have to clean up. Even the thermal paste is really already gone. It's really hard. Crystal is not soft or is not creamy. So it's pretty much done. You have to replace that. To clean up the thermal paste is really easy. Just grab your working towel, clean up the dust, everything. What do you want to do? You want to grab a spatula. First, remove the excessive thermal paste from on top here. Just move it around. You can do this dry with no alcohol at the first. Same thing with here. Here you don't have to actually clean up the PCB or touch the capacitors. Just do roughly whatever you can. The only main one is the die, the crystal on the CPU, GPU, APU. So clean that one up as much as you can. Do the side if you want to be really neat. Just make sure you don't damage the capacitors. On the first layer there is no capacitor, on the second and third one, yeah, there is. So yeah, once you have that one in there, clean it up, use old toothbrush or new one. Next, I'm not gonna put any alcohol because I don't wanna get wet all the dust, so I'm gonna take this one outside, all the component, and I'm gonna use an air pressure, dry air pressure. I'll be back in a few minutes after cleaning up. I took everything outside and I cleaned up with a compressor, but a dry one, and every piece. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna clean up the thermal paste on top of the CPU. So what we want to do, we want to apply alcohol and just with a cloth, they just want to rub it and clean the die. As long as you clean the die nicely, you're fine. You're gonna grab the bottom cover that you have already cleaned. Right, clean up the hard drive, the CD-ROM, and the bottom cover. Right, now that we have the bottom cover, we're gonna put it right down there. Oh, before you put the bottom cover, never mind. You wanna grab the heatsink that you cleaned, and my heatsink is right over here. Now we're gonna run alcohol right on the pad here, and we're gonna grab our thermal paste. I use an MX4 thermal paste. We're gonna apply a drop in the middle, and I'll put little drops in the corners, so in case if it doesn't go even. So don't worry about how you apply the thermal paste. There is no right and correct way. There's many videos showing you. Just put a damp in the middle and it's all done. You want to get the same results. Alright, now what you want to do, you want to put evenly the heatsink and don't lift it up. Once you put it in, hold it, lift it up like a sandwich, put it down, don't let go, otherwise it's gonna move. Once you have it in this position, you want to grab the X clamp. But with the X clamp, what I suggest you to do, to bend it just like this, evenly every legs, so you have more curvature. So there's more resistance right there. You want the legs to be open upward. You want to press the hook on one of them and bring it over, and just with your thumb press it down and it's going to hook on the other one. Same thing for the other one, hook down and hook it down on the other side. Now the heatsink is locked in place. Grab the bottom cover and first connect the heatsink fan. I always forget that. Now put the I/O side at the back where the connectors are down first, and then press down on the sides. Make sure everything is down there. Alright, now we're gonna grab the YD stand right here, and you wanna okay, I got it. For the sake of the video, I tried that. I can't unless I put a camera right on my chest. So you're gonna put the screw right for this one here, and grab the two stands on the front right there. Pop it in, and the corner one, make sure it's nice and even. Alright, now that we put this to one here and that one right there, we have the jack connected. What do we want to do? We want to flip it over carefully, and we want to put the 4 screws for the X clamp that holds down the CPU. Now we're gonna put the 4 screws that by the USB one and by the power jack. Alright, now we finished down here. We're gonna grab the front panel and plug in the front panel right there and put the 3 screws in the front panel. Those are the same type of screws that hold the... Alright, next we're gonna grab the hard drive and we're gonna place the hard drive right there. In its place, plug in the SATA cable and the power jack. Grab the CD-ROM, place it down, make sure it's put back in the jacks, the SATA cable, the power cable for that. And now once we have this one in here, what else is left? We're gonna grab the bottom cover. We're gonna put the whole thing on the bottom cover. Right there. Once we got this one in here, now we're gonna grab the top cover and hold it in an offset position. Grab this cable that comes out, the Wi-Fi, put it on the motherboard first. Now place down the top cover right there and put the screw right underneath there. All the one that says C number, put it right there. And right here it says P. You don't want to put anything there, but it's not gonna go in. Only in the, where is the letter C? C 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I guess. And then put the screws down. Screw it down. You don't have to be really tight. There we go. Put the Wi-Fi module. Put the 2 screws for that, and this should be the last screws that we're gonna put. Alright, plug in the Wi-Fi cable. Just pop it in. Put the speakers. Now once we got here, now it's gonna be a little bit tricky, but you guys should be able to do it. To put the ribbon cable right here. To put the ribbon cable without removing this bottom cover, if you want to remove the bottom cover, you have to lift up all these hinges right here, just a little bit by little bit. There's a one way to do it. Just lift it up and it will come out just pretty easy. Okay, you can either do that or try to put it with a top cover. But this way is easier to move it around. You want to put it with an offset. You want to grab it and move it just like that. Make sure you don't rip the cable. Be nice and toggle it in. And then close it. Put the blue one all around it. And now you want to squeeze it in. Put the bottom side down and that's it. Now the top cover, it should go in. It should go in pretty easy. Let me see. Right there. There we go. Push it down. Make sure every side, the back side. And the last thing you want to do, grab the side triangle and you want to slide it down just like this. And then grab the side panel, just press it down, press it in, and it's all done. And everything looks good. And the last thing you want to do, if you have a store or something, you want to put a warranty sticker right in there. You can buy your warranty stickers and apply it right there. I hope you guys like this video. If you liked it, click that thumbs up button and leave in the comments if you need any help or any suggestion that you guys have. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video.